I have a story to tell you. But first, I have to do something very important. Now I'm ready. About 5 or 6 years ago, I had the privilege of sharing a room with one of my best buddies, my Uncle Buzzy. Buzzy and I spent a lot of time together. We liked to go fishing, hunting, other thingsing. We hung out a lot together. One day while we were looking through the garage, we found these two old baseball gloves. And we were bored, and so we said, hey, why don't we throw the ball around for a little bit? We started doing this a lot. We'd go outside and we'd toss the ball around to each other. You know, like, dumb on us, we're just passing the ball around. So this one afternoon, it was a perfect day to just hang out and chill out in the world. Buzzy and I go outside and we're playing catch together. I have this really old baseball glove. I think it belonged to my grandpa. It's one of the old kinds that has that one strip of leather that spans the width of the actual pocket, tied down on either end so where it wouldn't break off or anything. But it was a really old baseball glove. I loved it. It fit perfectly. So we're tossing the ball around one day. Nothing out of the ordinary. While we're playing catch this particular day, some girls happened to be walking by, one of which I had maybe a little bit of a crush on at the time. And of course, you know, the macho, the dude that I am, I'm like, hey Buzz, let's throw the ball really hard at each other so I can show her my muscles and how good I am at playing baseball. And Buzzy's like, yeah man, let's throw it as hard as we can. And he later on in life tore his shoulder to where he couldn't throw quite as hard, but at the time he could probably throw about 85 miles an hour. He had quite the cannon. We start just launching it at each other, which is fun. It gets really intense and we're just beaming it at each other really hard. My glove was perfect for this sort of thing. That one little leather strip had little space on either side where you could peek exactly where the ball's coming in, so I could just hide my face right behind the glove. I knew it wasn't gonna hit my face. That leather strip was there protecting me. So Buzzy goes, I'm gonna bring it up a notch. I was like, bring it on. Bring the ball right on into my glove here. So he winds up and throws it as hard as he can. And I catch it in my glove. Was that the best you got? Go a little harder. Come on, bring it on. I toss it back to him. So he winds up a second time. Throws it even harder. Catch it in my glove. And that one kind of hurt. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to ask him to go much harder, but you know, these girls are here walking around and I want to impress that one. So come on, Buzz. As hard as you can. Bring it on. Throw the ball back. And I get in my stance like this with my glove. And he sits there and he goes, I'm going to throw it as hard as I can. Are you ready for this? In my head, I'm thinking, I don't know if I can handle much harder than that last one because that really hurt my hand, but this is going to really impress those girls. I ready my stance. He gives me the look. All I remember about this is I remember stretching my glove out like this, and that little leather strip in the middle, I just remember it going, snapped completely in half as I'm watching the ball just, but I didn't have time to react. It was 2 seconds of it floating through the air. It was just that quick. Just watching that little leather strip. That ball, that was probably going about 85 miles an hour, slips right through that hole in my glove and right in the schnoz. Tears just start welling up in my eyes, just uncontrollable tears. But also I want to play it cool because the girls are there, so I'm saying all this weird stuff like, it doesn't even hurt. It feels so good. It feels so good. It was so bad. My face was so red. Blood was going everywhere. And the girls are looking at me like, oh my gosh, that looks like it hurt. Man, I tried so hard to play it off like I was okay, but I went inside and I just was bawling my eyes out. These are real tears. I'm really crying. Real tears. Oh, I ran up my nose. Oh, that spray bottle was a bad idea. It hurt so bad. Oh man. These are real tears. I'm really crying. I'm such a good actor. I'm so good at acting. I am so wet now. I actually forgot about that story, but I went up and saw Buzzy recently and he reminded me of that, and I was like, I have to tell that story right away. I got so excited to tell it because of how embarrassing it was for me and how bad it hurt. I know this story's not as long as the other ones, but man, you can only embellish getting hit in the face by a baseball so much. Basically, the punchline is that I got a new baseball glove after that. In conclusion, I'm just gonna do more fake tears because that bit's funny.